Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is the pit, floor 30. We're finally here. Everything we have saved up is going to be devoted to trying to get to the middle. And you'll pretty much understand the theme of this floor soon enough. Let's go ahead and drop these. We don't need them. I guess we're not good. And I'm pretty sure I had more than two plasma grenades. Maybe I forgot to pick one up after copying it. But other than that, this is what we have to work with. And there's a cat in front of me. Alright. Not much else to say. How's our ammunition? Alright. Let's get out our Excalibur. If I wanted to, I can go back and pick up a SAR, because I still have it on the previous floor. But we don't really need to worry too much about it. And as you can see, this is the first room. These things are actually somewhat strong. Alright, I can already tell this is a little bit different. In the easy mode version, the first room pretty much only had like one type of enemy. This one seems to have three. But as you can see, we're starting with pretty much a mixture of beginning and mid-tier enemies. Though it seems like these guys are actually taking relatively decent damage, even though they're from like the first couple of floors. Oops, sorry about that. Hopefully that didn't mess up the recording too much. I accidentally hit my Windows key. Actually, give me one moment, and I'll make sure this recording's not jacked up. Okay, seems I'm still good to go. Didn't seem to cause any issues. Perhaps can get a little angry if you leave the window while it's still running. Currently I'm berserked, which is actually kind of helpful because it just saves me the trouble of clicking. I think that's one of my kind of issues with the game, is the fact that despite the palette swaps are supposed to represent stronger enemies, but in this case, these rabid bats are rather powerful. Ridiculously so. Alright, my cat's meowing and I'm getting messages. Give me one moment. Once again, I apologize. It's just one of those nights, I guess. Hey, soul rations. We haven't seen those in forever. Hey, look! Rocket-propelled grenades! And as you can see, now, there's a route where you don't have to use any lockpicks or anything like that. All these normal doors are unlocked. And essentially, if you follow that route, it's literally going to go in one giant circle. From the looks of it, it's going to go, yeah, just one giant circle. And it's going to slowly spiral inward until you reach the middle, which will have the end, really. A cooker. I finally found a cooker. You know what? I don't even care enough to pick it up. We're gonna go ahead and take the shortcut because I do have the lockpicking for it. And it brings us to these type of enemies. Holy cow, there's freaking Tarka zombies already? This is actually a pretty decent shortcut. Tarka changed mail, Tarka zombie. Run away. Run away. Zoom out. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background. Gaga. Hello, rocket launchers. Problem is I gotta get in melee range to deal with these guys. But for right now, let's go ahead and just rest, because I can do that. Oh, hello. Okay, takes care of you. We'll just wait out the poison. This is gonna be a well, the shortcut should make this this level a lot shorter. Trust me, going around in the circles is it's a thing. We'll just wait out the poison. There we go. So there's a Tarka zombie, which takes forever to kill, along with one of those other Tarka things that can actually fire freaking rockets. Not fun. Not fun at all. I suppose we can show off what the pulse rifle can do now. If we're taking the shortcuts, we might be able to do okay. How's everything else holding up? Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, we're fully healed. Let's go ahead and drop these. Let's go ahead and eat that. Eat those. Okay. Now I could switch belts at this point. I can switch to a belt that actually will do stuff. And I think I may go ahead and do that. Cancel. It's a little hit and miss though, how much space I need. One way to find out, I guess. Just unequip this. What'd I drop? I dropped my ammo. I dropped the necklace. I'm not dropping the necklace. Screw that. Drop that. Drop that. I mean, if we need to, we can always just go back and pick these things up. So drop that. We don't need the digital interpreter. Pick up that, pick up that, pick up that. Sorry for the inventory junk here. Okay, those are good, those are good, those are good. Take that. Drop that. Drop that. Right now I'm carrying no food. Let's fix that. We'll take these with us. And okay. So there we go. We have all our stuff, and we have room. Now we have an opening, so we can actually equip our energy belt, which will be useful when stuff gets real. No, okay, this just shifted over. All right. I wish I had those cloaking belts. Those cloaking belts would help a lot here. In fact, if you had the cloaking belts here, I'm pretty sure you can just breeze your way through the entire place. Oh, Tarka zombie. Holy cow, there's a million of them. ahead and give this a shot, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's right. These things go berserk. Run. I forgot about that. So doing that, I'd set 2 of them to go just completely ballistic. Actually, I don't really need to fidget like this. So yeah, we're just gonna let them fight. Nice. Just blew up that door. Oh, nice. Hey, I even got experience for that. Okay, looks like they're not all dead, but they're... Yeah, looks like these 2 are pretty good. One down. Okay, you're berserked. Gotcha. Yep, fight smarter, not harder. Okay, thank you for hurting yourself. Nice. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? Hey, multiple routes. Oh, okay, that's just a shortcut. Okay, the shortcut's here. If we've, oh, that's not good. I don't think it matters too much, but... If we were following the normal route, we would be coming in from here, and we would be continuing on this way, but we're not. We are going this way. We have a key for it. Alright. Aha. Remember the scramblers I got? They're coming to use now. So Cyber Scramblers only do like 10 damage, but they cause Berserk on any cybernetic monster. So, needless to say. Oh, and there's apparently some changelings in there. Got any regular grenades? Yes, I do. that's new. What is that? Harpy pattern warbot. I've never heard of these things before. Like these previous palette swaps of the this type of enemy, I only encountered on easy and this on the final floor. So I've never seen these before at all. So I'm a little freaked out. I'm not sure if I should give up a cyber scramble for that either. Okay, this little room here is probably the end, and we kind of have some choices on how we want to go about it. We can either continue on the route and fight even tougher enemies, or we can take a shortcut through the top here, which may be a little bit easier. Anyway, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves, unfortunately. I don't want to use my last cyber scrambler yet. So, how about that pulse rifle? Oh wow, that thing did amazing damage. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. I've already used my... okay. Fine then. Level up-oo. Weapons. Weapons. Blade. Medical, melee, lockpicking, and the rest. Oh, hello. You're still good. Anything else? Energy cell, energy cell. So we actually have a use for a rad blaster, I guess. And yeah. And you're an actual real ammo crate. Who knew? Impactor. I don't have any room. We can fix that. Drop those. Pick up the impactor. Impactors do increased damage. So what I want to put that on is the pulse rifle. So there we go. Yeah, we need to get to the center room. Now, if I go around, I'm going to have to go here, then there, or I can go up here, then there. No, that won't work. I'll have to go there, and then cut down, which would be 4 rooms, or I can go there. Okay. So, if we continue the route, we should only have to do 3 more rooms. They'll be the toughest rooms, though. So, expect the worst. Or not. Okay. I stand corrected. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. I know how to fix this problem. Go, Cyber Scramblers. That is amazing. Look at all that. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna close this door. Oh wow, they killed themselves entire. Oh, there's more of them. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Alright. Get up. Oh, I'm grabbed. Oh, thank you for blowing that up for me. How's my armor doing? Holy cow, you guys are shredding it. Nice shot. Nice shooting, Ace. Just take the hit. Okay. We're getting there. That's another one down. Nice work. God. Eat that, eat that, eat that, eat that. I'm so glad I picked up all those. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I've so far been using one clip with the pulse rifle. Alright, well, for the sake of, whatever, let's go ahead and just rest. I got plenty of food. More than enough to handle this. According to the map, yeah, this is the end right here. So we got a room here and a room here, and then we'll be done. Now, when I played it on easy, I kind of circled all the way around before I started just cutting down the middle, because it just takes forever. There's so many rooms. But, not too shabby. By the way, here's my stats if you're concerned about that. 660 health, 86 might, 80 finesse, 57 brains, and a whole lot of skills in pretty much everything except for heavy weapons and spear. I think that's the only two skills I don't have any points in. Mainly because I didn't find a heavy weapon, and I never got a spear. Heavy weapons are pretty much just your rocket launcher and your flamethrowers and stuff. Fortunately, I never found the rocket launcher, but you get the gist of it. It hits for like 70 damage, and it takes a very long time to reload. It's one shot, and it does a ton of damage. All right. Looks like we're ready for the next wave here. Let's pass our turn first. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. These ones aren't so bad. In fact, these ones actually follow me. Or I thought they did. Guess they don't. Yes, they do. Perfect. I don't even know why I'm conserving ammo at this point. I don't need to. Should I have some frags? Yes, I do. Still more of them, huh? That's overkill. Holy cow. Oh wow. Notice that a lot of these are mechanical enemies, so it's pretty easy to take advantage of this. Got any other grenades? Nope, just a plasma and some other cyber scramblers. Okay. There's so many of them. Yeah, we're not gonna make it like this. We will, don't get me wrong. Oh, that was much better. Thank you for cleaning that up for me. Back away. Back away. Okay. Use some of these. How's my armor doing? It's alive. That's all I can really say about it. At this point, you might as well just go nuts with the pulse rifle. Next. Is there no one else? Alright, I'm hearing growling, so I know someone's around here. Yep. This is a blunter. We don't need it. Alright. We should technically be in the last room now. Oh, a martial trainer. It's a bit late now, but whatever, I'll use it. Knife increased by 16. Yay. And because I can, we're just gonna rest here. We have one room left. Yep, one room left. There, and pretty much all these other rooms, pretty much, I'm saying pretty much a lot, just assume they're jam-packed with practically every type of enemy, and you'll kind of get the general idea. Some of the rooms have some theming behind them, like some of them might be nothing but like rodents, like that first room. Some of them might be nothing but the psychic guys. Some of them could be just nothing but medical droids. But it seems like this one likes to, but once you get deeper, it's just everything. So, okay, should be almost healed. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to bring my soda. The energy drinks. Oh dear. We are dealing with zombie zools, zombie Tarka females, nothing but zombie. Oh wow. So the one time I wanted to use that plasma, the second time I wanted to use the plasma grenade, she threw it right into the wall. Fantastic. These guys are not robotic. So I was not expecting to fight these guys. So that was not part of the plan. Just back away. There we go. These guys are actually relatively slow. Though that's not saying much. Okay, got freed, but I got grabbed again. Takes care of you. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Let's reload. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and equip this belt because we can. What is that? A zomboid. As you notice, those bullets hit me, but they did no damage because I'm wearing this belt that absorbs damage. Okay, belt overloaded and got destroyed. Go ahead and equip the next one. Getting a little bit of frame rate, it looks like. Hey, I leveled again. Go ahead and increase that. Blade. Pistol. What else can I work on? Medical, melee. Wasn't there an enemy I can attack? There you are. Anyone else? Apparently yes. This pulse rifle is awesome. It's like in raid, make you go berserk. Turns, okay. The belt does use up charges while it's on you, so if you want to, you can actually recharge it if you really want to. Yeah, I can just recharge it using an energy cell. You can't hurt me. Just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and reload this. And here it is. Final room.
Where am I?
Alright, and there you go. The end. I have to say, I think the Toshiko, or not Toshiko, what's her name? Whatever, the girl that was in this, the stasis pod, I think she had a different voice when I beat it with the engineer. But yeah, so the ending is a little bit different for each of the characters. With the engineer, he mentions the fact that that she has the cure inside her, which is why she was in that stasis pod or something. For the case of the scout, she came here to save her sister, and that's who was in the pod. And I believe the Marine is after her because they had a thing or something. Anyway, there you go. I did it. Finally. Over 200,000 experience, level 30, time played, 13 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. Lowest 430, distance traveled, 1,500 kills, lots of damage inflicted, lots of damage taken, lots of damage healed. Favorite hit weapon, auto pistol, most damaging weapon, blunderbuss. Yeah, that blunderbuss definitely helped out in the for conserving ammo and so forth. I eventually ran out of shotgun shells because I used it so much, and eventually it broke. But highest disease level 4. I got diseased a lot, but I didn't really care because I can remove it. I did get the radiation level 4 a couple times. It wasn't a big deal. Got poisoned a lot. Time poisoned. I spent a total of 35 minutes poisoned. Holy cow, that's amazing. And yeah, and then you got the enemies here. Killed 186 small, whatever those things are called. What thing did I kill the most? Notice it doesn't. Yeah, notice I only killed one of these. It doesn't count situations where it made them go berserk. Doesn't count, which is fine. Weapons. As you can see, I did the most kills with my pistol, mainly because I had the bullets to do so. Did a lot of kills with a knife. Blunderbuss killed 214 with, not bad for and I only missed twice with the blunderbuss, not bad. And then of course the vorpal blade, which really turned things around for me. Items. A lot of these are crafted items, of course. Yeah, as you can see, there's just tons of items. And yeah, that's about it. I beat the game. I beat it on normal. So I've beaten it on easy with the engineer, beat it on normal with the scout. I don't intend on doing another playthrough. I've pretty much shown what needs to be shown. Higher difficulties, you kind of get the gist of it. It's essentially you're going to fight tougher enemies a lot sooner. I've heard rumors that the hardest difficulty, or I've been told that on the hardest difficulty you can fight a bear on the very first floor, which can be quite devastating for a lot of characters. But besides that, it's generally the same idea. Just really, it's all about trial and error. Every time you go through, try to get as far as you can, get as many recipes unlocked, and go through it. Or you can be lame and you can go to the wiki and look up all the recipes ahead of time, and then you don't really need to worry about it. But I didn't do any of that. I literally beat the game on easy to get a bunch of recipes, and I got even more recipes while playing through this. So, speaking of, let's go to the main menu. We're just going to quickly go to the hot stacks. And these are all my recipes. So I'm just going to cycle through all of them, so if you want to add them to the wiki, you can, or if you just want to make note of them, feel free. Here's the venom sword. You need a regular sword, 3 poison glands, and the duct tape. Actually, let's go ahead and go into a level. We'll just load our marine save. There you go. So you don't have to deal with the music. Anyway, targeting helm, casing fragments, optics, logic circuits, bindings. I've never used this before. I heard it's pretty good, but you need mutagens, exotic proteins, vitamins, and synth glands. You get the idea for stale bread. Which you've seen plenty of those. Sharpening kits. I actually made one. Who would have thought? Oh wow, I could have actually made this if I had kept the soylent vines and the lobster cake. Safe meat. You get the idea. You know about the safe cheese. Razor fist. Composite cloth. Bindings. Razor teeth. Unfortunately, the composite cloth makes it rather hard to get a hold of these in the early game. You can get these in the early game. This is a really good weapon to have. Let's see, duct tape, bone slivers. This is pretty iffy. If you get lucky enough to find the duct tape early on, you can probably pull this off. I don't know how strong it is, though. Same thing for this. Purifier is good, but you're good luck finding a compression chamber and fuel cells early on. Pungent meat. Yeah, the gun is awesome. It shoots 5 per shot. It uses 5 ammo, only fires 3 shots, but it does about 75 damage per volley, or per burst rather. Got the omelet. You need safe cheese though. Don't worry about traps. But here it is if you want it. Improvised medkit. These are pretty hard to get a hold of simply because of the serum and antibiotics. But I actually found a few of those rather early on. Could have been fixed with a patch. Improvised lockpicks are very good for the early game. This is used for breaching. It's like an upgraded breaching charge. The only reason I don't really have any use for ever making one, you're better off just using a shotgun. But I suppose if you don't have a shotgun, I guess you can use this. You'd see me make plenty of these and copy them. Heavy slugs. I have no idea what the heavy slugs do. Hand stunner. I've never made this, mainly because gun parts are actually kind of ridiculously rare. But it's one of the few things that uses sonic nodules. Fortifying sandwich, you get the idea for that. Same issue, good luck finding gun parts. Not only that, there's better uses for superconductors, I think. This is good. You generally find a lot of these early on. It gives you 50 food, so it's essentially free food because none of these you can eat. And it gives you higher regen and actually higher and bonus speed. And speed's very powerful in this game because it gives you more movement, which means you can kite better. You need this if you ever get a hold of a scanner. You don't really need to make these. I made these early on. Actually, I used a lot later on, but still, it's not really a big deal. Radiation's not... Unless you're caught in the middle of a radiated room, you probably don't need to worry about it. You saw what I can do with these things. These things are great for the final stage. You know about cooked meat. This armor is the strongest armor I've seen. The only armor that I kind of consider better is the cheetah armor, which is less armor, but it gives you bonus speed, which means you actually move. You can move 4 steps per action, which is rather useful. Or maybe it was 3. Whatever. Good for early game crafting, using electronics and stuff. You've seen what I've done with a blunderbuss. It's really hard to get all the materials though, but if you hold on to those shotgun shells long enough and you get a hold of a compression chamber, you'll probably end up finding the rest of the stuff. You know about the Bland Witch. This is actually pretty useful, especially when they started throwing a lot of acid mole things at me. You got the ballistic repair kit. I made one of these, I think. Bacon and cheese. Good luck finding star bacon. I found star bacon once so far in all my playthroughs. Don't know about the RK rifle, but if you get it early enough, I suppose the toughest part will probably be the servos and maybe the rifle parts. This makes your game a lot easier, because the early game you notice there's a lot of things that gives diseases, and if you are unlucky enough, you can literally die from that one disease. Aggressive antibiotics literally fixes that in one fell swoop. Since it removes 4 levels at a time, you don't need to worry about it. I mean, if you let your disease go up to level 5 before you use it, you're probably going to be dead anyway. So, you just pop it and you're good to go. It does require a decent crafting check, so it's possible to fail to make them, but they're pretty easy to get the materials early on. And also, using them requires a decent medical check as well, which is pretty easy for the engineer and relatively easy with the scout. So, there you go. There's all my recipes. So far I have a lot of translated messages, and a lot of them I haven't yet. But I'm pretty much through with the game. There's nothing more I can really show you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll figure out something else to put up for a Let's Play. I recorded all this ahead of time. I literally did this within the past few days. I just kind of blitzed through all the levels while recording, so sorry if I couldn't take any of your advice, but I also did to avoid any hints about certain recipes. All this I did through whatever recipes I had a hold of, so there you go. I do suggest playing, my final thoughts on the game. I think it's a right way of doing some roguelikes. The problem with roguelikes is actually kind of part of what makes them roguelikes, is the fact that you die and have to start over. In this case, you actually have something you can progress through that gives you sort of progression with it. Like every time you die, assuming you didn't die too early, you usually will have some messages and recipes that you can carry over to your next playthrough. And it also gives you an excuse to play on an easier difficulty. I know a lot of people that are hardcore, like, they always say the hardcore thing, you have to play on the hardest difficulty for a roguelike. Really, for this one, it's all about doing what's comfortable for you. So if you're in the beginning of the game where you have no recipes, you're almost better off going ahead and doing the easy missions first, or the easy mode first to get a little bit familiar with the recipes, and then just go to normal. Or you can just keep doing a harder difficulty over and over until and getting little by little, because you're still going to get access to consoles pretty early, as long as you don't die within 5 floors or so, or 3 floors or so. But yeah, I do suggest doing the tutorial, because I suppose there's a recipe there, or you can just look that one up. I mean, someone did tell me that I skipped over a recipe in the tutorial because I didn't bother doing it. But, like I said, the game functions rather well. I mean, I suppose it's a little frustrating in the early game if you don't have recipes, but besides that, it's pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed it. But I've had my fill of it. I've played plenty of runs off and on screen, and this playthrough took a bit. This is what, part 21? Oh well, I've rambled on enough. Like I said, the game's pretty good, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see what I can do for another Let's Play once all these videos are up. So, until then everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was The Pit. I played as the second scout, completed the game. See you guys in the next LP.